Welcome back, guys. Thanks for joining me for another beer review. Yes, it's been a while, and yes, I am bright red, so let's ignore both of them issues and just crack on with what we're here to do. Right, as you can see by the title, we're going to the Perfect Draft Pro now, and we have the Ukrainian beer Chernigivske, or Chernigivsk. I think that's how it's pronounced. Please feel free to correct me if you know how to say it properly. That's just what I'm going with. It's a Ukrainian lager coming in at 4.8%. Like I say, it's from the Perfect Draft Pro. Picked it up from Beer Hawk. It was £34.90. I got the 15% off as well. So take into account the 15% off and the £5 keg deposit. It's coming in at about £25. All the profits from the keg sales go to the Ukrainian humanitarian fund thing, you know. So basically all the profits get sent over to them. And no doubt all the people in the big places end up spending it and nobody actually gets anything. Anyway, let's move on because we don't want to get all political. So yeah, like I say, it's Chernigivske, Ukrainian, apparently Ukrainian's best lager. Now, I don't have a Chernigivske glass, so we're going with a Staropramen tankard. It does say use a tankard style glass, I believe. So, yeah, we'll go over there and we'll give it a pour, come back and carry on with the review. Incidentally, it's set at 3 degrees. It does say that on the app. I just felt like setting it at 3 degrees. It's a lager. It should be good. So I'm going to stop waffling. Let's get over there, do pour, come back and crack on with the review. Sorry for the wobble. Let's get going. We are back. Beer in a glass. It's a golden straw colour, plenty of carbonation, but there is a nucleated thingy on the bottom of this. We got a good finger of compact white head. It looks very decent. Looks typical sort of lager as well, but it looks decent. You know, the head staying around, lots of carbonation, like I say, from the nucleated glass. But the proof is in the taste, isn't it? I was going to say the proof is in the pudding. But we'll give it a swirl. Dive in on the nose and see what we get on the nose. Sweet malty beer. It's quite sweet, I would say. Malty. There's not a lot going on in the aroma. You could maybe say a subtle and a very subtle sort of hoppy pepperiness. My video, go away. I don't know why my camera's going real funny at the moment. It's like going into dimmer mode, although it's still recording. God knows what it is. Yeah, it's malty, it's sweet. If you dig deep, you get a little bit of hoppy pepperiness, but other than that, there's not a lot going on. So let's dive in on the taste and see what we get. Cheers, everyone. Okay, quite light in body. Oh, here we go. Yeah, a little bit more comes through on the back end, but quite light in body. It feels quite fizzy, but there is a big nucleated arsehole on the bottom of this glass, as you can see. And now my bloody phone's doing that thing again. I do apologise. I don't know why. I have updated my phone today, so whether it's decided it wants to do what it fucking likes rather than, you know, leave things how they were, I don't know. Yeah, quite gassy, but I think that's because there's a huge nucleated bottom on this. So it feels, you know, like any glass, and if you've got a nucleated glass, the beer is going to feel more gassy. Mouthfeel, nothing to write home about. Yeah, body's quite light. Mouthfeel's quite boring. It feels quite gassy because of the glass, I'm guessing. It's nothing to write home about really on the aroma or anything else. Taste wise, it's malty. For me, on the mouthful then to start off with, you sort of got a little hoppy, spicy pepperiness from it. A little bit, not lots. That was then followed by the sweet maltiness, which turned into a nice sort of like bready, biscuity feel. Probably more biscuity rather than bready, I would say. It's 4.8%. It's drinking around that 4.8%. There is a little bit of spiciness in there, maybe, but it's a little. It's a very minimal hoppy spiciness. But saying that, it doesn't ruin it. Not that hoppy spiciness ruins a beer, but sometimes we always expect a big hoppy sort of spiciness to a beer. This not being so full on doesn't actually do it any harm, in my opinion. I'm picking up a light sort of citrus lemon note maybe in there. Do I like it? I do actually. Ironically enough, I mean there's nothing nasty in there. Which I mean, I'll be honest with you, I was fully expecting this to be a load of shit. And it's not a beer that wows you. There's nothing in there to make you go, oh God, that's got a big lovely body. It's got a lovely big breadiness to it. It's got a lovely spiciness to it. It's sort of got all of that, apart from the body. The body is light, but it has a malty breadiness. It is slightly sweet, but it's on the low end scale for me. It has that spiciness, but very much a sort of background spiciness. It's got that lemon sort of feel, but very much background. But there's nothing nasty in there. Nothing wows you about it. It's pleasant to drink. It's easy to drink. It's light. It's one of them beers really that, I mean, this time of year with this sun out, it's never going to blow your mind. It doesn't blow your mind, but what it doesn't do, it doesn't leave you going, ugh, ugh. That's got a nastiness about it. It's just an easy drinking lager at 4.8%, which for me is a sessionable lager. It's tasty, it goes down well. It's not anything you need to think about. Excuse me, the gas is building up. Yeah, it's all right. It's all right. It's a little bit bland in flavour, a little bit bland on the nose. But I suppose that's part of the sort of sessionable quality. It's not booming you with flavours and that. And I think the fact that it's got nothing nasty in there means that you can constantly drink it. You're not going to get fed up with it. It is refreshing. It's reasonably crisp. It is what it is really. It's just an easygoing, inoffensive kind of lager that will appeal to an awful lot of people. I think it's quite nice. I mean, I've sat here in this review nearly 10 minutes now, granted, but I've sat and drunk a pint pretty much. Not a beer that wows you, but a beer that is very easy to drink, and is going to be one of them that you just get in, you put it in the machine, you don't think about it, you drink it, you enjoy it, end of. Would I recommend it? Yes, I would. If this weather keeps going like it does and you're going to be having barbecues, get a keg of this in because it is very enjoyable. It's almost, It's almost, don't totally quote me on this because everyone has different tastes and flavours and thoughts on beers, but it's almost a cross between typical Euro lager with a little bit of a German side to it, which makes it really kind of just easygoing stuff. So yes, I would recommend it. And I'm going to try and pronounce it for you. Chernigivske. I recommend that on the Perfect Draft Pro. Give it a go, give it a try. I'll tell you what, it's a damn sight better than some of the beers I've had on there. I like it. I think I'll get through the keg quite easy enough. Just as an easy sort of sit down and I fancy a couple of pints, boom, boom, don't think about it. On you go, if you like. So yeah, I recommend Chernigivske on the old Perfect Draft Pro. If you've had it before, let me know what you think. I do apologise for rambling on, but sometimes I just do that. Thank you all for watching. Feel free to subscribe, like and share the video, and I'll see you again soon on another beer review. Cheers.